This problem is asking us to sketch the graph of f of x equals negative 2x to the third plus 2x plus 24x. So this is not a quadratic. This is a cubic, right? And cubics have up to how many zeros? 3 zeros. That 3 there tells you how many zeros it has. In fact, you know that it has exactly 3 zeros if you count imaginary zeros and duplicate zeros. So let's find out how we can sketch this graph. Well, the easiest way to do this is to try to find all the zeros, because that's an important thing that you need when you're sketching a graph. And to do that, I want to factor this if possible, and it is possible, because I can take a negative 2x out of all 3 of those terms. Now, why would I take a negative 2 out, not a positive 2? Because it makes it easier to factor what's left inside here. Notice that that would be a negative x, and that'd be a negative 12. It's easier now to factor this if you take the negative out. See how easy this is to factor? It's going to be x minus 4 and x plus 3. That's how that factors. Now this is called factored form. And factored form of any polynomial equation is very valuable when you're trying to find zeros. So tell me what the zeros are going to be from these factors. What zero comes from this factor? Set it equal to 0, what do you get? 0. What 0 comes from this factor? 4. And what 0 comes from this factor? Negative 3. Set each of these equal to 0 and solve. So there's 3 of my zeros. So let's sketch the graph. Watch, I don't even need much room to sketch it. Negative 3, 1, 2, 3. Positive 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me change colors here. For the graph, it'll be green. Negative 3, there's 1, there's 1, and there's 1. So there's my 3 zeros, and it's a good thing, because it could have a total of 3 zeros, so it doesn't have any more zeros. Now the only other thing I have to do is figure out what the end behavior looks like. That's when they say sketch, that's really what they're talking about. So if the leading coefficient is a negative 2, what does that mean about your graph? Remember, the degree is odd. If the degree is odd, it means it goes opposite directions left and right. It's either that or that. And if the leading coefficient is negative, you know that the left end is going to be down, which means the right end has to be up, and these have to go through like that. Now it could have gone more up and down, we don't know, but that's why they said sketch the graph. Sketch just means look at the end behavior and the zeros, and that's what they want us to do for that. So that's how you do that problem.